भजे शारदाम्बां अजस्रं मदम्बा भजे शारदाम्बां अजस्रं मदम्बा भजे शारदाम्बां अजस्रं मदम्बा भजे शारदाम्बां अजस्रं मदम्बा सुवक्षोजकुम्भां सुधापूर्णकुम्भां प्रसादावलम्बां प्रपुण्यावलम्बां सदा सेन्दुबिम्बां सदा नोष्ठबिम्बां भजे शारदाम्बामजस्रं मदम्बा भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बा भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बा भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बा भजे शारदाम्बाम् अजस्रं मदम्बा.
Hello, this year our Golu theme is Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara was an Indian philosopher who left an indelible mark on the world of spirituality and philosophy. Shankaracharya amalgamated the ideologies of ancient Advaita Vedanta and also explained the basic ideas of Upanishads. He advocated the oldest concept of Hinduism, which explains the unification of the soul, which is Atma, to the supreme soul, which is Brahman. Here, we've explained the story of Adi Shankara. The story begins with the celestial plea to Lord Dakshinamurti, as Vishnu, Brahma, Indra, and Vayu employed the divine to uphold Dharma. During this time, Hindu Dharma was threatened by atheism, multiple philosophies, and incorrect Vedic interpretations. At that time in the village of Kaladi, there lived a pious couple, Aryamba and Shivaguru. Despite being blessed in many ways, they did not have a child to complete their happiness. They prayed at the Vadakunnathan Kshetram at Trishur, seeking Lord Shiva's blessings for a child. In their dream, Lord Shiva appeared and presented them with two options: a child with a long but ordinary life, or a child with exceptional qualities and wisdom but a short life. With humility, the couple chose to receive whatever they truly deserved. Soon the couple was blessed with a child. The child was believed to be an incarnation of Lord Shiva, born to re-establish Dharma. He was named Shankara. Shanka means doubt and Hara means dispeller or destroyer. Thus, Shankara is the dispeller of delusion, confusion, and ignorance. By the age of 2, young Shankara demonstrated the ability to recite the sacred Puranas. He was also blessed with Yekashruti, the rare gift to understand and retain knowledge after hearing anything just once. His father Shivaguru planned for Adi Shankara's Upanayana, or sacred thread ceremony, at the age of 3. However, destiny took a different course when his father passed away. Shankara joined a Gurukulam to continue his pursuit of knowledge. It was customary for disciples to seek alms, known as bhiksha, adhering to the discipline of a brahmachari. One day, Shankara arrived at a house where the lady of the house had nothing to offer but a small gooseberry. Shankara was deeply moved by her selflessness. Spontaneously, he composed the Kanakadara Stotram, praising goddess Lakshmi. The Divine Mother, moved by his devotion, appeared and blessed the family with golden amla fruits, making them rich instantly. By the age of 7, Shankara completed his education at the Gurukulam. One day, his mother, on her way to the Purna river, fell unconscious due to weakness. Shankara prayed to the river and miraculously it changed its course overnight, flowing closer to their house. This incident captured the attention of many, including the king of Kerala, who invited Shankara to his court. However, Shankara was more inclined towards embracing the path of sannyasa, a life of renunciation. His mother didn't permit him to take sannyasa. One day, while Shankara was taking a dip in the Purna river, a crocodile grabbed his leg. Shankara then begged his mother to give him the permission to adopt sannyasa, so that he at least died as a sannyasi. Very reluctantly, Aryambal agreed and Shankara recited the mantras and adopted sannyasa. Miraculously, the crocodile released him. Even though Aryamba was happy that her son escaped death, she was grieving because he was no longer her son, as he had adopted sannyasa. Shankara consoled her by saying that he will come back when she breathes her last to perform her last rites. Leaving his mother in the care of relatives and Lord Krishna, Shankara set out to formally initiate himself into sannyasa. Adi Shankara traveled north to Omkareshwar and met Govindapada. When he was asked to identify himself, he spontaneously composed the beautiful and profound Dashashloki. Govindapada accepted Adi Shankara as his disciple, and he imparted knowledge on the Mahavakyas, the highest level of truths found in the four Vedas. One day, as heavy rains caused the river Narmada to flood, Adi Shankara contained the floodwaters in a small kamandalam. This event symbolized his mastery over the vast ocean of knowledge and spirituality, much like his ability to contain the essence of the Vedas in his writings. Govindapada urged him to travel to Varanasi, seek the blessings of Lord Vishweshwara, and write commentaries on Vedanta to bring about the welfare of the masses. While he was there, he saw an elderly man struggling to learn the Sanskrit language. Adi Shankara felt sorry for the man because, at his age, he should be spending his time worshipping God, not trying to learn a new language. This made Adi Shankara to compose Bhaja Govindam. He even calls the man a fool, Mudamate, to get his point across. Bhaja Govindam is meant to wake people up from their distractions and focus on what's truly important, their spiritual connection with God. He started preaching Advaita. He never accepted anyone as a disciple. However, he accepted Sanandana as his first disciple, and others were jealous. So, he demonstrated the greatness of Sanandana. He called Sanandana when he was across the river Ganga. He immediately walked across the river, and lotuses bloomed under his feet to protect him. Therefore, he was called Padmapada. One day as Adi Shankara continued his journey, an extraordinary encounter took place. An outcast, a Chandala, appeared before him. Adi Shankara, a staunch advocate of non-duality, initially commanded the Chandala to move aside. However, the Chandala's response was profound. He questioned Shankara, "What do you want me to move, my body or my soul? You preach non-duality, yet you perceive a difference between us. The same divine presence that shines in you also shines within me." This moment led to a profound transformation in Shankara's perspective. He recognized the inherent unity of all beings, irrespective of social distinctions, and the presence of the divine in every soul. He humbly fell at the Chandala's feet, acknowledging his mistake. The Chandala was actually Lord Vishveshwara, who came to test Adi Shankara, and the four dogs were the four Vedas. In this moment of awakening, he composed the Manisha Panchakam, a set of 5 verses that beautifully encapsulated the essence of Advaita philosophy. This marked a significant turning point in his life. Until then, Shankara had been steadfast in his advocacy of Advaita philosophy. However, he came to realize that while Advaita is easy to preach, it is challenging to practice fully. He understood that while knowledge is essential, the path to self-realization could also be facilitated through devotion, known as bhakti. As a result, he supported the practice of idol worship, acknowledging that it could serve as a powerful means for individuals to connect with the divine. Adi Shankara traveled to Badrinath, and there he met Veda Vyasa. Veda Vyasa disguised as an old man and asked questions on Shankara's bhashyams. Veda Vyasa said that he came there to approve his bhashyams. Shankara kept the bhashyam at Vyasa's feet and said, "There is nothing for me to do after my commentary has earned your approval. I am 16 and it is time for my life to come to an end. Please give your permission to return to my abode." Vyasa replied, "No, even though this commentary will get spread to the world by your disciples, there are some things only you can do. Hence, you will need to be in the world for at least another 16 years. Thus, Shankara's lifetime extended to 32 years. In his quest to unify India spiritually, Adi Shankara traveled extensively and faced challenges during his Digvijaya. Once, he met Kumarila Bhatta, a great Mimamsa scholar who was a strong believer of Vedas. According to legend, Kumarila went to study Buddhism at Nalanda, with the aim of refuting Buddhist doctrine in favor of Vedic path. He was expelled from the university when he protested against his teacher ridiculing the Vedas. The Buddhist monks caught him and pushed him from the top of a hill. Kumarila Bhatta said, "If Vedas are pramanam, eternal, I would survive." Miraculously, he survived. He simply lost one eye. He said to Shankaracharya, "Because I used the word if, I lost my eye. If I had said, 'O eternal Vedas, I would survive,' then I wouldn't have lost my eye." One should not even doubt the Vedas. He advises Shankara to meet Mandana Mishra, Kumarila Bhatta's disciple, and debate with him on Advaita philosophy. Adi Shankara reached Mandana Mishra's house. It is said that even the parrots at Mandana Mishra's house discussed the Veda Shastras. The two scholars decided to engage in a philosophical debate. They appointed Mandana Mishra's wife, Ubaya Bharati, as the judge. An interesting twist was added to this debate. They placed garlands around their necks. Bharati made a unique rule. Whoever's garland wilted first would be declared the loser. This was a clever way to test their composure, as tension and anxiety can lead to an increase in body heat, causing the garland to wither. The stakes were high. If Adi Shankara lost, he would adopt the Mimamsa philosophy, and if Mandana Mishra lost, he would renounce worldly life and take sannyasa. The debate unfolded over many days, with both scholars fiercely defending their philosophies and ideas. Finally, Mandana Mishra's garland began to wither, signaling his defeat. Adi Shankara renamed him Sureshwaracharya and accepted him as his second disciple. Bharati also decided to join them on their journey. Together they walked to Sringeri in Karnataka. At Sringeri, Adi Shankara saw a snake protecting a frog, despite these creatures being natural enemies. Seeing the compassion, Adi Shankara decided to establish the Sharada Peetham there. Bharati chose to stay at Sringeri and be known as Sharadambal, who was actually an incarnation of goddess Saraswati. While he was at Sringeri, Adi Shankara learned that his mother was very sick and might not have much time left. He had promised her that he would come whenever she remembered him, after he left her for a life of renunciation. When his mother thought of him during her final days, Adi Shankara kept his word and went to be with her. At her bedside, he wrote and recited two shlokas, Siva Bhujangam and Vishnu Bhujangam. Later, he wrote a special shloka called Matru Panchakam, celebrating the selfless love of mothers. This shloka is unique because it doesn't focus on any specific god or explain his philosophical ideas. It's a touching tribute to motherhood and the deep connection between a mother and child. Once when Sri Adi Shankara was in a village near Udupi, he met a pious person named Prabhakar. He had a 13-year-old son who never uttered a word and was perceived as mute by everyone. When Adi Shankara inquired about his identity, the boy responded through a stotra, expressing, "I am neither human, god, yaksha, brahmin, kshatriya, vaishya, sutra, brahmachari, householder, forest dweller, nor sannyasi, but I am pure awareness alone." This encapsulated the essence of the Advaita philosophy. Adi Shankara named the boy Hastamalaka, meaning one with the amla fruit in hand, and accepted him as his disciple. When Adi Shankaracharya was at Sringeri, he accepted a disciple endowed with great humility named Giri. Giri had neither the learning of Sureshwara and Padmapada nor the realization of Hastamalaka. However, he found pleasure in looking after the personal comforts of his guru as a devoted servant. One day he was late for class attending to the chores. His classmates, including Sri Sureshwaracharya, requested their guru to start the class mocking Giri's intelligence. To teach them some humility, Adi Shankaracharya blesses Giri, who spontaneously renders this stotra on his own guru in a complex meter called Totaka. Since then, Giri got the title of Totakacharya. The stanzas became famous as Totakashtakam. Adi Shankara established four Amnaya Pitas, or centers of learning in four corners of Bharat, each dedicated to one of the Vedas. He appointed his disciples, called Shankaracharyas, to lead these matas and promote his teachings. He established Sharada Peetham at Sringeri in south, Puri Govardhana Mutt at east, Dwaraka Mutt at west, and Jyotir Mutt at north. Throughout his travels, Shankaracharya faced numerous challenges. One such incident involved a Kapalika cult member attempting to sacrifice him. Lord Lakshmi Narasimha appeared as Padmapada, one of Shankara's disciples, and saved him. Adi Shankara then composed the Lakshmi Narasimha Karavalamba Stotram, putting an end to human sacrifice. In another instance, when Shankaracharya visited Tiruvidaimarudur, the Advaita philosophy was met with resistance. He sought guidance from Lord Mahalinga, who responded with a divine hand emerging from the linga, affirming the truth of Advaita. Advaitam Satyame. It is also said that Adi Shankara visited Kailasha and Lord Shiva handed over the Saundarya Lahari to him. However, while he was coming back, Nandikeshwara takes part of it. Then, Lord Shiva asked Adi Shankara to write the second half. Adi Shankara then wrote the second half, and it is today known as Saundarya Lahari. The first half, comprising of 41 shlokas, which Nandi gave to Adi Shankara, is considered to be Ananda Lahari. Though he is best known for popularizing Advaita Vedanta, one of Shankaracharya's most important works is his efforts to synthesize the 6 subsects known as Shanmatha. Shanmatha, which literally translates to 6 religions, is the worship of the 6 supreme deities. Prior to Adi Shankara's time, as people were meditating various forms, Adi Shankara re-established the Shanmatham, worship limited to 6 forms as revealed in our Vedas. The Shanmatha sthapanam. These are all sanctified by the Vedas. Each deity has a specific Gayatri mantra. They are Ganapatyam, worship of Mahaganapati. Here is a Arasamarapulyar as worshipped in South and Ganapati Bappa as worshipped in Maharashtra. Shaivam, meditating on Shiva. Here's Kala Bhairava and Shiva Manasa Puja, and here it is Mahashivaratri. Kaumaram, worship of Lord Subramanya. Here is Lord Muruga with Valli and Devayane, and here kids are celebrating Shashti with Kavadi. Shaksham, meditating on the forms of Devi or Amba. Here, people in South celebrate Mariam and Adi Tiruvela, and here Durga is worshipped in the East. Vaishnavam, taking any of the Avatar or Mahavishnu. Here's Tirupati Balaji and Lord Krishna. Sauram, the god apparent before us, the sun worship. Here is Surya Narayana with Usha and Chaya. In north, Ratha Saptami is celebrated. Lord Surya is with 7 horses, each horse depicting the color of the rainbow. Pongal is celebrated in the south to worship Lord Surya. Hope you enjoyed our Golu. Thanks for listening.
Shri